Having the best company that you can wish for and enjoying this moment, like I expressed before so many times. For me, there is not a better way to enjoy a good cigar than with the best company. That makes the compliment, that make it taste better, and this is all about for me. It's all about the company.
Anyways, for my Spanish speaking folks, hoy estamos tratando un tabaco nuevo, Brick House Maduro. Lo hemos visto mucho en el internet, muchas fotos en Instagram, entonces quisimos darle un review a ver qué creemos de él. Nosotros no somos expertos, no estamos a decir sabe a almendra, a coco, sabe a tabaco. Dentro del rango del tabaco hay varios sabores que podemos percibir, no necesariamente de coco, de almendra, porque no estamos tan desarrollados en el paladar totalmente. Pero en realidad, por el precio, so far, good smoke.
I mean, it's good. It have some.
Again,
Tiene carácter.
JC Newman, Brick House, Maduro.
JC Newman from Tampa, almost a hometown for us. JC Newman, the Clock House, la casa de reloj en Tampa. ¿Eso es Tampa o Ybor City? Es Ybor City. Ybor City. Para todos aquellos, pues sí, aquí estamos disfrutando. Los primeros draws ha sido bastante bueno. Tiene buen sabor. Un tabaco con carácter. Debe ser como un ring 60. Más o menos. Debe ser como unas 9 pulgadas de alto, con un ring 60. Muy buen tiro. Yo siempre trato de hacerle un crown cut 2 veces con el big cutter y eso me garantiza que el tabaco tenga un poquito mejor de tiro y todo bien, excelente hasta ahora. Vamos a darle rienda suelta a los sentimientos.
It's getting interesting here now.
Esto es cosa seria.
Salud.
Cosa seria.
Cheers. Ching ching.
El verdadero complemento para un buen cigarro.
Si te concentras en mí, estás jodido.
Oh wow! It lingers in your mouth. It kind of like a bite on your palate. I mean, it bites you in the mouth and you can feel it coming down your throat. Excellent.
To me, Highland Park and all their blends, walnut, walkery, they're all in the same family. They are a little different. This one is a little, it's not peaty, but it's smoky. It's had a little bit of smoke. Excellent whiskey. You can't go wrong with Highland Park. And I didn't even know Highland Park was Scotch until recently. Again, I'm new in this journey of the Scotch. Cigars I smoked for a while, even Cuban cigars. And all of you out there lose your mind for a Cuban cigar, and I'm here to tell you there's many cigars not made in Cuba that would give the Cuban cigars a run for their money. And I mean, again, cigars and whiskey are subject to everybody's personal opinion and taste. Some people we like full or medium to full body cigars. So, everybody's different. And that's what makes it beautiful. You can be different and you can have your own niche, and you like this kind of cigar, you like that kind of whiskey, hey, more power to you. And we don't hate, we appreciate, we encourage everybody when you have a chance, if this is what you enjoy, sit down, whichever whiskey you enjoy,
And give us a like.
whichever cigar you enjoy. And again, if you're new joining us or seeing us, give us a like. And if you don't, it's okay too. We enjoy spending time with you guys and just doing what we do.
We are going to embrace this like to a different level, to a whole different level. It's going to be a very high level. So we are creating some sort of environment to our content show up in a way that everybody can enjoy and everybody can express exactly what the thoughts are about not only the cigars that we are smoking, but the cigar that you guys are smoking
Exactly.
on your side. And you are welcome to comment and follow us. We got Cigartology on Instagram. We got the Cigartology Way on Facebook. And we have the Cigartology page on YouTube, which every time that we're going to post a video on Instagram or Facebook Live, it will be replied on YouTube too. So at this time, we are really having like this sort of beginning this sort of travel into this kind of world that I personally don't know, and I'm new to it, and I am trying to learn in a fast pace and see how can we get into this. So far I'm enjoying it very much. And you know, being myself, giving the best I have to trying to bring new content and this and that. And like my brother says, before we don't even knew anything about Highland Park. So I have a bottle of Highland Park 12 years old laying on my bar for probably over a year. I never heard about that. I thought it was an American whiskey. And then one day we went to a pool party, my brother's house, and we have another brother that he's a sort of connoisseur of everything around, so it's not only whiskey. So if you're talking about the infectious disease on Venus or on a different galaxy, he knows something about it, and he can.
Now, if you're Cuban, you have at least one person in your family, you know what I'm talking about, who knows everything about everything. And no matter what you're talking about, he's the most strongly opinionated person in the world about that subject.
This guy tell me, oh, that's a Highland Park. That's a great scotch. I tasted in Cuba.
Oh.
And he was in a bar, top tier, and I asked for a shot of it, and then at the end of the day, I end up taking the bottle with me and going home with the bottle and this and that. And we were like amused, like, well, the scotch is very good, but we never heard of it. So after a few days digging in the history, my brother told me that this is one of the oldest produced scotch from Scotland. He got a pedigree going back to the days of the Vikings, and it was like I was very, man, I have such a good bottle laying on my bar, and I don't knew anything about it. So
now, let me say something for you bourbon guys out there. This cigar would be great for bourbon.
Mhm.
It's very buttery, nutty flavor,
Mhm.
which is almost like a good bourbon should taste with that butterscotch kind of flavor. So this would be a good bourbon cigar. So it's a good cigar. So far, so good. We're enjoying it. I mean, I'm gonna share a little secret with you guys. We had a Latelier 1959 before this cigar. So that's a tough act to follow. If you ever had that cigar, you know that's a tough act to follow. Oh, there's the ring. But this cigar, for the price that you pay, for the quality of cigar you get, for the flavor, I wouldn't say it's the most flavorful cigar in the world, but it's a good tasting cigar. It's a good cigar.
For me, it got some earthiness on it. So at the end of the draw, it gives me on the tip of my tongue. It gives me like that kind of buttery, with a little bit of a tip of a sweetness at the end. So this should be a very good thing with the bourbon.
Yes.
A very good thing.
For you bourbon guys, we drink bourbon, but we usually reserve it for the colder weather because we're a bit wimpy on the bourbon. But we enjoy good bourbons. We just like to have it, when the weather's right.
Now, whatever thing you do, stay away from monkey shoulder.
In the summer.
Especially in the summer months here in Florida.
We had a bottle of monkey shoulder at the pool one day in the summer, and
that didn't end up well.
Don't do that.
No.
Whatever you do, don't do that.
Don't do that. I was diving to the bottom of the pool, trying to put my head on the bottom to get the cold water, man, because I thought my head gonna blow off my shoulders. That monkey shoulder is something else. But going back to yes, we got this one before, La Mission Le Atelier.
1959. Excellent little smoke. I mean,
this thing here,
I was impressed.
for $8, we give a run for the money to any Cuban cigar with that price tag that is almost unaffordable for anybody else out there. At least for me.
And
I'm
for,
not gonna
for
pay.
all of you connoisseurs,
Yeah.
if you are not Cuban and you had a lot of Cuban cigars, we understand. But you have not smoked more Cuban cigars than we have smoked because we from Cuba. And we didn't originally from Cuba, so we came here when we were adults. So all the cigars we had were Cuban
They're
cigars.
Cuban. Even from La Bodega, they're still Cubans,
And yes, there's excellent Cuban cigars that are outstanding smokes, but their price range kind of puts them in a hard place because they're very unattainable. They're really, really good cigars. I would agree with you. They're probably the best in the world. But they are in a price range that kind of makes it. That doesn't mean you don't want to smoke one of them because everybody, you know how much a Rolex costs and you know how much a Rolls Royce costs, but you still want to have one.
Yeah.
Huh? So it's still good. It's a good experience.
including me.
If you guys gonna donate one, I'm here for you. But it's an acquired thing, and it's to me the experience of the cigar. It's about the company. It's about the I don't know. It has to be a whole package. Because you can have a Cohiba Mexican 56 sitting on a rock in a miserable place, and you'll hate it.
You're gonna taste like shit.
And you can have this Newman Brick House Maduro right here, my brother, talking to you guys, and gonna be a great experience.
I mean, so far it's been excellent. I mean, I giving this probably 7.5 out of 10 points. Good. I mean, it's a good cigar. I mean, I'll take this anytime, any moment before the Gurkha.
I'm not gonna be as generous with the rating, but I'm also not gonna hate on anybody. It's a good cigar. It's a good average cigar. It's something you can smoke any day. You can. I mean, the one thing about the cigars is if you find something that's consistency in the quality, you can light up a cigar, any kind of cigar that you enjoy. And that's the problem I find with Cuban cigars. The quality control has kind of gone downhill. Sometimes you light up any of these a cheap cigar like this cigar, and you light it up, and you have a great experience. And you light up a Cuban cigar, and and it doesn't burn right, and you have to have your lighter in your hand constantly. So that kind of ruins it for me. I look more for consistency is the word. Consistency. If you have something that is well made. It doesn't have to be the greatest thing in the world, but quality control makes a hell of a difference. Whether you enjoy smoking a cigar or you hate it, and no matter how much you pay for the cigar. Really, I've had Cohiba Mexicas, 56, 52. I've had Monte Cristo. You name it, I've had it. Like I said, in Cuba, the mystical unicorn that is the Cuban cigar here in the U.S., in Cuba, it's just a cigar. So.
And I would like to, at some point, just help to break that myth, more than an urban myth, than the Cohiba brand, like is like a holy grail of the Cuban cigars, which is not. So I know the industry from the field all the way to the factory, and I know the ranks inside the factory from La Escogida all the way to the El Escaparate. I know exactly what's going on out there, and let me tell you this, guys, Cohiba is nothing but an overrated cigar. Way overrated. So there's a different family of Cuban cigars. They are more well respected and more well regarded than the Cohibas, especially Montecristos, Hoyos de Monterrey, Romeo y Julieta, Bolivar, which is one of my favorite brands.
I'll tell you a story. My wife doesn't smoke cigars. Now you light up a Romeo and Julieta in front of her, it's a fight. I had to fight her for the cigar. So there's certain cigars that hit a certain spot with certain people, and you can deny it. You know, that's the way it works. That's why I'm saying we all have different opinions on cigars, on whiskeys, and you know, like I said, it's all about the experience. It's all about what you enjoy. We all know we're all different, and we embrace that. We are different ourselves. If you notice, we're a bit different. So, and there's certain brands of cigars that are not made in Cuba that are just spectacular cigars. I mean, they're hard to beat. I mean, pound for pound, you have some Carrillos. Oh my God, beautiful blends. Quality, Padrones. Ooh, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
I mean,
but anyways, guys, if you are new and you're seeing us for the first time, feel free to send us comments. No negative comments.
Any questions?
Any questions you have, anything. We are here. We're gonna be trying to put some context out there whenever we have a chance. My brother more than me. But again, this is all about a positive experience. You know, we don't want to get into the negative things. We're not down with that negative vibe. We're all about, you know, being positive. And again, this cigar so far, you guys can see, is performing very well for the price range. The taste is there. I mean, it's a good smoke. There's nothing negative I can really say about it. It's not as flavorful as, you know, a $40 cigar, a 50th anniversary Padron that is just dark chocolate, pure dark chocolate. But that's, you know, that's another level.
Yeah.
That's another level, my brothers and sisters.
We got something for after dinner tonight that is, for me, is sort of a quintessential cigar from Padron. But that's gonna be for the next video. Later on tonight, we're gonna break it down, a 80th anniversary Padron that we have saved from you know, from the special moments, which is today. We have a special moment because we don't get that opportunity to meet each other like every day. So every weekend we try to save time for us on Saturdays and get along together with the family. Either in his house or in my house, or we meet somewhere else, have dinner, have a good times, and we save those cigars for the end of the day. So for tonight, we have a Padron 80th anniversary, and you guys are gonna see that's a show. That's a complete show. And this one, so far so good. I can't complain. Even we have a rainy day today, kind of. In the low 60s, but we've been having rain all day long, so the humidity it doesn't help a little bit, but it is performing to what we expect. Yeah. So it's a very good cigar. So stay tuned. We're gonna give you something later on tonight after dinner, and
we don't want to bore you too much. I know it's Saturday. You guys are probably doing the same thing we're doing.
If it's for me, I keep talking for 2 hours, but we got two special ladies in here. You know, they are ready to throw a bucket of water to us in any time. So stay tuned.
Peace out.